10 tips to stay positive when everyone around is going crazy. Staying positive when the world is going crazy is one of the best ways of surviving the tide and making it out of the storm. However, this task can be challenging but may possibly be the only thing which can get you out of the woods. It requires a strong mindset. If you are struggling to bring yourself to remain positive in times of calamity, here are some tips to help you. 1. Plan ahead. As goes the Scouts' motto, be prepared. Planning ahead can help control your stress levels and anxiety in a world where people are going crazy. That is one way of knowing you can face anything. One way of making sure you and your loved ones remain positive when faced with negativity is by being well prepared for whatever comes. That is why it is advisable to be prepared for emergencies before they occur. You can prepare for a pandemic before it strikes. You can achieve this by taking the necessary measures needed before it begins: adequate food, reinforced shelter, warm clothing, etc., relevant equipment, etc. 2. Filter information. Avoid bad news whenever you can. Do not focus on the kind of information that will not help rectify the situation. Pay attention to material that gives advice on how you can overcome or guard against being affected by the worsening of the pandemic. Filtering information can also mean changing the subject when it is brought up countless times. 3. Keep exercising. As you know, exercising is a great way of staying positive, staying healthy, and improving your overall physical and mental well-being. Exercise can also help keep your mind in check. Concentrating on improving your health is another method of staying positive when everyone else is going insane. One mistake you can make when faced with difficulties is changing or canceling your workout routine. Therefore, keep exercising and enjoy the process. 4. Dwell on happy thoughts. Thinking happy thoughts does not come easy when it seems as if your world is falling apart. That is why you have to try and force your mind to focus on happy thoughts or what is happening internally and not externally. If you cannot think of anything that shifts your mind from the bad news that is being broadcasted everywhere, create happy thoughts. You can achieve this by envisioning where you will be when all the madness is over. Think about the number of people who have overcome or who are overcoming the same situation you are in. Look at your photo album and rekindle the happy memories. 5. Manage your finances. Mishandling your finances is quite easy when you are dealing with a pandemic or a problem that affects a lot of people at the same time. Hence, you need to start managing your finances wisely to avoid having regrets when the problem has passed. You can avoid bankruptcy by just staying calm, avoiding compulsive debts, and keeping accurate records and information. 6. Try caring for someone else. Sometimes caring for someone else is all it takes to maintain your sanity. Shift your focus to doing something worthwhile for someone else or putting a smile on someone else's face. Achieve this by helping the person you choose to help or care for stay safe or recover from what they are going through. 7. Meditate. Meditation is an excellent way of relaxing your mind and having a much clearer perspective on things. Meditation is a relaxation method that you can begin practicing right away. If it is something that you are practicing already, continuing with it is worthwhile. Try clearing your mind from negative thoughts and focus on one thing that is positive. Do this every single day for at least 30 minutes without any interruptions. 8. Continue with your work or studies. You may start panicking if you think that your professional life is on hold during a pandemic. However, realize that not being able to go to the office does not necessarily mean the end of progress. This will help you remain calm. Continue with your work or study even if you cannot go to the office or on campus. Remember that working or studying from home has its fair share of benefits as well. You are able to work peacefully without the worries of dressing up, with zero or a few distractions. You are able to control your environment and work at your own pace. 9. Enjoy whatever you do. Make it a priority to enjoy whatever you do during the pandemic. If you are working on something that you have to do but not necessarily enjoy, try coming up with fun or alternative ways of doing things. Instead of doing your work or completing your projects the way your supervisor suggests, you can do it in your own creative way, as long as the job done impeccably and impressively. 10. Avoid negative people. No matter what happens in the world, negative people will always look for ways to blow things out of proportion. That is why avoiding negative people in supposedly perilous times is the best thing to do. If you are told to stay at home and cannot avoid those sharing the house, you can encourage the people around you to remain positive.